Hello parents, this is Physio Meghna Dave and welcome to YouTube channel HealthQ, the place where our mission is to not only motivate you but help you to move towards the brighter side of the health. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about importance of home-based rehabilitation program for your kids who are suffering from cerebral palsy or any form of developmental disorder. Friends, if your child is suffering from any sort of developmental disorder, I'm pretty sure you must have gone to a pediatrician, you must have gone to a physiotherapist, and you must have gone to an occupational therapist. You must be taking your child to these centers as well. But there are few things that usually gets missed out when you are going for therapy centers. What are those things? I'm going to talk about them along with I would tell you why it is important to have a very structured exercise program for your child at home. If you want to know, make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's begin. Friends, whenever a child suffers from developmental disorder, the key three areas that requires continuous work is first the emotional intelligence of the child. Child overgrows and the emotional state or the psychological state of the child also changes. He sees things around him, he try to react to them. He tried to understand them and he's finding difficulty to process these information because his development has not been the same as other child. And that's why this could be a frustrating problem for the child. And that's why it's important for you as a parent to identify these gaps, these frustration, and help your child to accept those things and move on and stay happy, because happiness is a very important component that will allow the other therapy process to happen in a good way. And that's why emotional intelligence of the child or taking care of the mental health or psychological health of the child is very important despite of the age. Make sure to don't shout unnecessarily on the child. Try to empathize with your kid, but at the same time, don't unnecessarily pamper your kid and don't just follow his or her things that he is forcing on you. Many times we see child just starts crying very loudly in order to seek attention, or else in order to get things done in their way, or else to avoid scenarios and activities they just don't want to do. So communicate with your kids well, understand them. Don't think that they are special kids, so they need to be pampered all the time, or else they need to be quarreled and shouted and beaten all the time. Please don't do that. Try and respond based on his emotional state. The next thing that is important while recovering or else helping your child overcome from developmental disorder is the sensory health. Yes, I call it sensory health because sensory system is a very crucial part of our development. The things that we see around us, the things that we feel around us, the things that we hear or the things that we taste, all the sensation have a very crucial role in our mental model development, in our holistic development. And sensory integration therapy makes sure that child is made aware of all of these kind of sensations. And thus sensory integration helps the child to develop the ability to communicate in the right way, to develop the ability to respond to the feedbacks that the sensory system is giving to the body in a right way. And that's why sensory development is very important. And the last one is the motor development of the child, which means the good strength that is needed for the child to maintain his day-to-day posture like standing, sitting, walking, sleeping, etc. Now, in order to do all of those things, you need time. Yes, time is the most important part, most important piece when you are helping your child going through a developmental disorder. You need to give time to the child. Child needs time to accept any kind of therapy and to implement that. Now, the problem that happens when you go to a center is you get a very limited amount of time. I'm not saying that you should not go, absolutely you should go. But what I'm trying to say is that only isn't enough. You need to do something more at home in a very structured manner, not in a random manner. There are few things that are defaulters, you should do it. There are few things that you can let go of and play around. And there are few things that you should do in progression, in collaboration with your therapist. And that's why home care plays a very crucial role, but in a very guided manner. Hence, I would recommend you, whenever you are going to any physiotherapy center or as any developmental center, take help of your therapist and create a home plan for it. which comprises all three components of emotional developmental activities, sensory integration activities and motor developmental activities to be given to the child throughout the day, so that there is a continuation which is maintained for your child's development. There are times when the child is not doing well. He might get sick, he might get convulsions sometimes, or he might not follow the instructions that you are trying to give. In those scenarios, it's important that you be steady, consistent. There are few things like regular stretching exercises, regular massages, which should be default for you, which you have to do on a regular basis if required, if the tightness component is more. Or else sometimes if the child is autistic or needs more of sensory feedback, then sensory diet could be something that needs to be done on a regular basis. And sometimes some calming activities if the situation is of ADHD, then you need to do a lot of mental exercises. So learn these exercises, develop a plan and then start implementing. When you follow this, what happens is child gets a very consistent and structured approach. Many times I see parents getting confused what they are supposed to do. There is so much of pressure that is there from their own self and from the society and from the family members. It's important to break out from all of that. Keep your eyes open, understand things logically. Just don't blindly follow things which you don't understand in a logical way. Educate yourself. Try to understand why things are important, and that's why having a good discussion with your therapist plays a very crucial role. So more educated you are, the more involved you are and more understanding you are about the process of recovery or else rehabilitation for your child, the better it would be. When you do this, then gradually there would be improvement in the process of child development. And that's what exactly we do at HealthQ Rehab. We have created a home-based exercise program where, with the help of online physiotherapy, we give you a structured exercise format for your child based on his age and current situation, which is constantly reviewed by a team of expert physiotherapists who are expert in the different domains. We have combined sensory integration therapy, emotional intelligence and motor rehabilitation, all three into this one program, so that your child don't miss out in any of the aspects of development. And that's why we urge, if you have a child who is suffering from any sort of developmental disorder, please reach out to us. We would love to hear and we would love to help you out. On that note, I'll end this video here. I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, make sure to like this video, share this video with your friends and family members, and do not forget to subscribe to HealthQ channel. I'll see you in another video. Thank you.